So I really wanted to wear them, but I can't see out of them. You know, I think if you could get these in like a 3 pair, you know, I would wear these. I'm gonna go for it. You know, I'm gonna test. But
I think it's gonna be hard to see out of them. Myself. I don't know.
But you know, at least I have to try it.
I don't know if I would risk it.
But I do have to go for my driver's license in a few days because my license expires. And this move and all, and where's your T handle at that goes on this right here? You remember?
What was it?
Oh, I think it's right up here. T handle.
Wasn't it in that box down there?
You're right about these glasses. Man,
If it was up there, you couldn't have seen it.
yes. What you working on over there? Explain it to my YouTube channel if you want to.
That's a John Deere 1.5 horsepower, and it wouldn't start. Is the truth of the matter. And 2 days later, here we are, trying to figure out why it won't start. Why do you think it wouldn't start?
Well, actually on that engine is I think it was compression, but I think you can make it run and the compression will get better. But that engine should have started up on the first get-go like it did and keep running, and it didn't.
No, it ran for what, 3 or 4 hits maybe?
Well, it looked it looked good. You thought it was going to take right off. At least I did.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think if you get it running, it will only get better.
Well, we'll see in just a minute. I'm going to put the head back on it.
Even to the point where you might want to put a whole different block on it. You know, everything else is
yeah. Yeah.
Or, I mean, it's kind of expensive if you farm it out, and you have to really be dedicated and get it done if you're going to do it yourself. But you can, without running a boring bar through the cylinder, you really don't have much success with it. Is like if you, and it's just standard machine shop operation, if you braze that piston up, run a braze bead completely over that whole piston, and then put it in a lathe and turned it oversized, you know, a couple thousandths play. I have one over there, an engine that has had that done to it, and it runs really good. And has been no problem with scuffing or anything like that. So it just proved out that you can do it, and a John Deere, you know, the price that they're selling for, it's worth doing that. You can't hardly junk a John Deere anymore. Well, what's the price? Well, like the farmer gets goes out there and gets the government gives him some seed money so he can plant his crop next year to buy equipment. So he gets $500,000, and he only buys a $300,000 combine. Then he's got some money that he can buy the wife a Lincoln, and he can get a new pickup truck and a new fence, and a $1,200 Type E sitting over in the corner, real pretty one, that'll run. He got no problem with paying $1,200 for that engine, up to 16, and be happy about it. I've seen them sell for over $2,000. You know.
Well, that's what I say. Those M's that you are rebuilding are $1,600 engines. Point blank. It's just that quality of a rebuild. The time and the attention to detail and all that. And I would say 2,000 to 2,500 on a couple of them.
But
you know that engine that you talk about that you should have done.
the world's most beautiful McCormick Deering Type M.
Yeah.
You know, I actually have that engine, and I would stick by that statement. I should put up a picture of it, at least, if not a documentary, and I plan on doing that. It's always been known as the Jack Daniels engine, and so when I started putting it back together, I kept that theme in mind. And I remember when I bought that engine, I paid $33.33 for it. I bought 3 of them from a man named Lewis. I ain't never told you about that. Well, I have, maybe. I mean, you probably know about it, maybe. But anyway, Lewis Sled was a drinking man. It wasn't no secret to it. I'm not telling nobody nothing that is a secret. But anyways, he liked he drank whiskey most of the time, and by the time I went to his house that morning, and when I pulled up in the yard, and this was Lewis. You know, if you know him, you know I'm telling the truth, and if you tell the truth about somebody, it's a good thing. And I pulled up in the yard, and the first thing that came out of that house that they lived in was about 6 chickens. They had been in the house, and when I pulled up, they come stomping the floor to get them chickens out of that house. Mm-hmm. But anyways, he come on the front porch, and he was drinking out of a 5th of whiskey.
What year would this have been?
It was like when the Paducah, Kentucky engine show started. This would have been that year, or 1 year before, or 1 year after. I'm not sure. Actually, it was after, because.
So it would have been early 80s?
Yeah, because this is 30. I think Paducah show this year is like 30 some, you know. It's been there a long time. And anyways, the way I got to know about it was the year before Paducah show started, because I was at an auction sale at Paducah in this big old warehouse that had went out of business, and I was sitting there in the audience. It was a nighttime auction, and I looked up, you know, just leaned back to stretch my arms. I looked up in the rafters, and up there in the rafters in this building, and if you've ever seen it, you can swear to it, as I will, that this was there. And it said, for tractor parts, C. Lewis Sled at Draffenville. Sled's Tractor Repairs. And he had built this thing. It was quite smart. It impressed me. But he built this thing out there in his shed that you could pull a tractor in there, and it was in the floor like a railroad track. And you put your tractor there, and then you unbolt the tractor in the middle of it, between the transmission and the motor.
Yeah.
And this thing bolted to the side of your tractor, and you could roll the front half forward and the back half backwards to work on the middle of your tractor. And he just built that right there in his shop. That's what he did, work on tractors. So I called him the next day and talked to him and went to his house, and I bought 3 engines for $100. And I bought a goat that day too, a baby goat. And some other stuff. But he drank almost that whole fifth of red whiskey while we was making that trade. But that was his norm, you know. That wasn't no special day or nothing. Just get the day started. But I sold the other 2 engines, and I have kept this engine. That's how long I've had it. As long as Paducah Engine Show has been in existence, I've toted this engine around.
The Jack Daniels engine.
Actually, it's the one, I tell you what, you do know about that engine. It's the one, was it you was turning the flywheels and I'd had to take you to the hospital, or was it John?
I think it was John.
I mean, immediately. But I still got that engine.
Yeah.
It was green then. It was red.
And it was sitting out beside, in front of the house.
Actually, it was red. Ford truck red with yellow flywheels on it. Yeah. Now, I built a cart one time. That was the most awesome cart that I built. It was a miniature. I spent a lot of time on that. It looked like a miniature horse and buggy wagon, but I mounted an engine on it. And I was up at Rolla, Missouri, at the airport. One year they had a gas engine show up there, and I had that engine on that trailer, and somebody come along and wanted to buy it. And I said, no, I can't sell it, you know. Well, maybe I priced it was too high or something. But we got to talking, and the only thing he wanted was the cart. So I just sold him the cart and kept the engine, and he untook it loose right there in the parking lot and took that cart away. So, you know, I guess it's destined for me to keep that motor.
Yeah, I probably would keep it. Now see that caliber of engine right there sets the price on way on up there.
But you know, that engine has got many miles on it, taking it to shows,
but not in its current state.
No, but once I build it back like it is now, actually there is one person done seen it and actually took a picture of it. Mike come by the house one time, and and we was looking over some engines, and he wanted to take a picture of it. So, but other than that, it's good luck, right? Anyways, I'm gonna have it for show and tell soon. Because I'm going to have to move it.
Yeah, you should have had it to bell buckle, but now, at least that one.
I may have to go down there this weekend. Get some stuff. For sure. It's not bad to drive with this new truck, because I was always worried in that little red truck. You know, I mean, that truck was literally snatched from the jaws of a crusher. You know, like the next day, that truck wouldn't be with us. But anyway, the guy fixed it, and it served me well. But I'm more confident now about getting home, you know.